Do you know why you're here on earth? Do you know why you're here on earth? Do you know why you're alive? And we've often said that the only real answer is so that you would get to know your Maker, your God, so that you'd get to know Him, and so that you'd get to trust Him and to love Him, so that the next world would be able to exist in peace and harmony, and so that your friendship with Him and our friendship with each other would be able to develop infinitely forever. And that's really why we're here on earth, loved ones. And to provide a framework or a format for that to take place, God has put each of us here on this earth to do certain jobs. We're here with certain responsibilities that He has designed for each one of us here in this room. And it's His desire that we would get up each morning and find out what He wants us to do in this set of responsibilities that He has put upon us. And then we are to trust Him for the wisdom and strength to do that. And as we do that, we come into a closer and closer relationship with Him. Now, some of the jobs that you all have, some of them are terrible. And at times, some of them are good. Some of the jobs that we have here seem meaningless and purposeless. Some of them seem to have great meaning and great purpose. Some of them seem to be utterly unimportant and utterly trivial. And others seem very important and very relevant. Actually, it doesn't matter. I know that's not what society teaches us, but it doesn't matter too much what they are, whether they're important or unimportant, whether they're trivial or relevant, whether they're meaningless or purposeless. It doesn't matter. They're only a framework that God has by which we will begin to come closer and closer to Him and need Him more and more and trust Him more and more and be able to read His mind more and more. And He has so designed the world and the whole economic structure in conjunction with His own purposes that if we do that, if we simply take care of the responsibilities that He has given us, do the jobs, fulfill the functions that He's put us here in His world to fulfill in order to bring it under His will, then everything else will be given to us that we need. And so you don't need to be anxious about your life, what you'll eat or drink, or about your body, what you'll put on. Just look at the other creation parts that simply do what He placed them here to do. Look at the birds of the air. They don't sow or reap or gather into barns, and yet your Heavenly Father feeds them. So you're of much more value than them. So really, none of us here are to be taken up with what we're to eat or what we're to drink or what we're to put on. All the people who reject God's big plan for the world, they seek after those things, and our Father knows we have need of all these things. And really all we need to do is seek first His rule in our lives and His direction for our lives, and all these other things will be ours as well.